Spider-Man and the salamander from beyond. The sky was a deep blue, and the sun was setting. The air was thick with the smell of gasoline and diesel fuel. Spider-Man was fighting evil supercharged with air freshener. He was losing badly, and his eyes were beginning to blur. Suddenly, he saw a hallucination in the sky beckoning to him. It was a salamander, squatting and peeing. Spider-Man knew what he had to do. He took a deep breath and charged forward, smashing into the salamander and causing it to explode. The force of the explosion sent him flying backwards, but he landed on his feet and continued fighting. The evil supercharged with air freshener was not finished yet. He came at Spider-Man again, and this time, the hero was not prepared. He was hit hard and went flying through the air, crashing into a nearby building. He lay there, battered and bruised, as the villain approached him, laughing triumphantly.
"You're finished, Spider-Man,"
he sneered.
"No one can beat me."
Spider-Man tried to get up, but he was too weak. He knew he was beaten. There was no way he could win now. The villain stood over him, gloating.
"This is the end for you, Spider-Man,"
he said.
"Say goodbye to your life of crime fighting."
He raised his fist to deliver the final blow, but before he could strike, something miraculous happened. A salamander appeared in the sky and shot a stream of pee at the villain, hitting him square in the face. The force of the stream knocked him down, and he lay there stunned. Spider-Man saw his opportunity and took it. He leapt up and punched the villain hard, knocking him out cold. Then he turned to the salamander and bowed gratefully.
"Thank you,"
he said.
"You saved my life."
The salamander simply nodded before disappearing into the night sky. The next day, Spider-Man was curious about the salamander. He wanted to know more about the creature that had saved his life. He did some research and discovered that the salamander was a mythical creature said to have magical powers. He also learned that the salamander was very rare and elusive. That night, Spider-Man went out looking for the salamander. He searched the city for hours, but he couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, he spotted it in an alleyway, squatting and peeing. When it saw him, it turned and ran away. Spider-Man gave chase, but the salamander was too fast. It disappeared into the shadows and was gone. Spider-Man was disappointed that he hadn't been able to catch the salamander, but he was determined to find it again. He searched for it every night, but it always evaded him. He began to think that it was just a figment of his imagination. One night, he finally caught up to it. It was squatting in an alleyway, and when it saw him, it turned and ran. Spider-Man chased it down and tackled it. When he looked at it, he saw that it was not a hallucination after all. It was real. The salamander tried to squirm away, but Spider-Man held onto it tight. He wanted to know more about this creature, and he wasn't going to let it go until he got some answers.
"Why did you save me?"
Spider-Man asked the salamander.
"And why are you so rare and elusive?"
The salamander hesitated for a moment before answering.
"I saved you because I saw the goodness in you,"
it said finally.
"You have the potential to be great, Spider-Man. And as for why I am so rare and elusive, it is because I am not of this world. I come from a place where there is no evil or suffering."
Spider-Man was stunned by this revelation. He had never heard of such a place.
"Where is this place?"
he asked eagerly.
"It is a place beyond your imagining,"
the salamander replied.
"but it is also a place that is in danger. Evil is encroaching on it, and if it takes over, my home will be destroyed."
"So you came here to help fight evil?"
Spider-Man asked. The salamander nodded.
"Yes,"
it said.
"and I will continue to do so as long as there is evil in this world."
With that, the salamander vanished into the night. Spider-Man was left alone, wondering about this mysterious creature and the strange world it came from. He knew he had found a true ally in the fight against evil. And he would never forget the lesson he learned that night: even the smallest creature can make a difference.